Meowdy! Hello everybody! Hello, hello. Hello Fuzzy Mandrake. And hello Ami. Hello, hello. Welcome, Meowdy. I know, right? She's not a girl. She's a cat girl. Exactly, exactly. There is a large distinction between the two. You might not know it at first if you're an amateur, but there's a large difference between a cat girl and a regular girl. You see, a cat girl is a regular girl, but better in every single possible way. Yes. And that is why I am a cat girl, and I'm not like the other girls, you feel me? Also, hello Joshua, and hello Orange. I'm your Oshi? Oh my god! That's such an honor. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello Orange, and hello Missy, and hello Joshua. I'm always so happy when people say that I'm their Oshi. It makes me very, very touched. I remember earlier I had a viewer on one stream say that like I was one of their inspirations to start streaming, and that always is just so sweet, you know? Hello Lucas, how are you? How is everybody? Earlier this week I had a really fancy dinner. What are your guys' like favorite foods to have when you're having like fancy dinners, if you ever do that or anything? I know for me, like, if I'm able to get my pick of things without having to spend any money, I like to try and get the filet mignon, you know, medium rare of course, because there is no other choice. You know, well done. Ugh. Ew. My aunt really likes well done steak though. She's kind of weird. That's not the only reason why she's weird, but it's one of them. You know, somebody likes well done steak. Can't really trust them. You eat everything, you love food. Oh, fancy crab cakes? Ooh, that's pretty good. I mean, for me personally, when I have like crab or lobster or anything, like I'm kind of plain about it. I don't really like to put that much butter, and sometimes people think that I'm like weird for that. I don't know. I like butter, but for me, I usually like the butter to be cooked into the food, you know? Like if it's butter frosting, that's fine, but like a lot of butter on like my meat or on my rice or on my noodles, I just don't really like it. I like to be very sparingly with it. I don't even put any butter on my bread. Yeah. That's how I keep my girlish figure, you know? by not putting butter on everything. I also really like lobster bisque. So, you know, seafood is always one of the best things. Yeah. The meal that I had at the fancy place, I went there with my parents, and I had the lobster bisque, the filet mignon, and it also came with some, what's it called, like mashed potatoes and asparagus, I think? Yeah, that was what the meal was. It was quite tasty. Usually I'm not like a huge mashed potatoes fan because they're kind of boring a lot of times, but this one had like the steak sauce on it, and it tasted quite tasty. Usually I don't really like to have that much steak, or not that much steak, not that much steak sauce. Because usually the steak sauce is like A1, or like Worcestershire. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what it's called. But this one was quite good. You know, I think subtle is always better. Yes. Also, hello the sea. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that sounds so good. I know. It was very tasty. I would have it once again. Worcester, is that what people call it? Worcester sauce? I remember I was asking one of my viewers earlier, because he was British apparently, and he didn't really give me an answer. I think I just said Worcestershire and he looked at me like I was crazy. That's the JB pronunciation, is Worcester. That's so weird. It's not even spelled like that at all. I don't trust it. Words should be spelled like how they sound. Yes. Oh my god. I remember when I would do like spelling tests back in ye olden days, and one of my methods was to always sound the word out, even if it didn't make any sense, and I would just remember that, and that's how I would do well on the spelling tests. Like, for the word Wednesday, I would pronounce it Wednesday in my head, and then for beautiful, it was B-I-U-Tiful. I mean, I still remember how to spell those words to this day, so must have worked pretty well. I think now I have a pretty decent innate sense of how to spell things. That or maybe I just like know a bunch more words and I know how to spell them all. You cannot even spell it without searching for it, but that is too rough. Yeah. I don't know. I think like Worcestershire or Worcester sauce is like easy to remember how it's spelled because it's so unique. There aren't really any words that look or sound like that. But yeah, that was my spelling strategy, so if any of you guys have to do spelling tests, you know, if any of you are in the 1st or 3rd or 4th grade, that'll be really helpful for you. Maybe you'll be able to ace that spelling test. Yeah, I would usually, there was usually like a pre-test at the beginning of the week in elementary school when I had spelling tests, and then there was like a post-test at the end, and that would be what your actual grade would be. And usually on the pre-test I would get like around 70%. Yeah, I didn't really do that great. But then when it came to the actual test, I did really well because my mom and dad would help me out with it. It worked out pretty well in the end, I would say. And now I'm a master tier speller. Usually you don't need to spell that well though, anyways, because most things are just typed up and you can just use spell check. Super easy. But still, it is pretty important to know how to spell at times because you can look really, really dumb if you spell something incorrectly in like a business or school assignment, work, email, etc. So it is a useful skill to have, even if it seems kind of dumb. It's sort of like doing math, you know? You might have a calculator and you could just do it like that, but if you can't add or do simple addition or simple subtraction, you know, gonna seem kinda stupid. You feel me? Nyawoody, hello, Johnny Cat, welcome. How are you? Are you having a good morning? Actually, I guess it's not morning anymore. It's the afternoon, at least for me. Probably for you too, Johnny Cat, since I'm pretty sure you're one of the North American viewers in the chat. Yes. Earlier this week, I was also filling out my YouTube playlist. I wanted to get like all of the different songs that I want to sing, or just Japanese songs in general, because I figured I'm gonna make one separate one for Japanese songs and one separate one for English songs, because I pretty much just listen to songs in those languages. At least for now. I mean, I kind of want to listen to more songs in more languages. Like, I listen to a fair amount of K-pop, but not enough to justify an entire playlist at this time. Early evening. West Coast represent. Yes, Johnny Cat, West Side. Yes, West Side rules. Oh, hello, Cooler Soup. Let me see. Po boy Mineko, I have been grabbed by Luigi at 6% because I got greedy and whiffed a nair, and I am now going to take a 93.5% for making a single mistake at the beginning of the game, and I will soon need life support. What game are you playing? That you need life support? Well, I like your Mr. Krabs impression. Well, to be more specific, I like my Mr. Krabs impersonation. Oh my god. I was thinking about earlier today, but what if SpongeBob was a VTuber? And Mr. Krabs and Squidward? Who would be your Oshi? Oh, it's the new Mario game? Wait, there's a new Mario game? Well, I feel like there probably are always new Mario games, but let me see. What's it? There was one that was released in 2022? Mario plus Rabbids, Spark of Hope, Mario Strikers, Battle League. Okay, which one is it? Also, hello, Dane. Hello, welcome. Luigi's Mansion or Paper Mario. For me, I've mainly played like just Mario Kart and Mario Super Smash Brothers. I think that's what it was. It was the Wii one. It was whatever the Wii Mario game was. Yeah. Those are the ones I liked. Oh, it was Super Smash Brothers. Okay. I just looked it up. That was my favorite Mario Brothers game because it was the only one that I played all the way through. Other than the Mario Kart games. Of course. Yes, Meowdy. And hello, Caleb. Meowdy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Always nice to see you guys. Oh, anyways. So back to my YouTube playlist. I was making one for Japanese songs only because I wanted to have like a place that had just all of them consolidated. That way, if I was doing karaoke or something else, I wouldn't have to like go through my memory bank and actually think for once. Sandy Cheeks would be my Oshi. Damn, what the heck? You chose the only girl. I guess Mrs. Puff. Mrs. Puff would technically be a hag VTuber, right? Maybe she'd be popular with all the hag lovers out there. What's an Oshi? Oh, Oshi pretty much just refers to like your favorite VTuber. It can also be used for like idols and stuff too. It's like, you're my favorite. Sometimes it can also mean like waifu if somebody's being, you know, really crazy. Or husbando, potentially. Also Mr. Krabs' daughter. Nice. I think for me, my SpongeBob Oshi would probably be Patrick. I think he's the funniest out of all of the SpongeBob characters. I mean, SpongeBob and Squidward come pretty close, but I think that Patrick's the funniest. I like it when he says, "The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma." Yeah, but Sandy Cheeks would probably be like, in all reality, probably would be like the best girl. Because you gotta think about it. I mean, she's smart. She's pretty funny. She's from Texas. Everything's bigger and better in Texas. Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club is my Oshi. Good taste. She's definitely the best girl in Doki Doki Literature Club, in my opinion. I feel like all the other girls were decent, but like, I don't really care about them that much. I feel like if I had to rate the Doki Doki Literature Club girls, I'd put Monica at the top because just Monica, obviously. And then it would probably be the pink-haired tsundere, I forgot what her name is, Natsumi? And that would be the purple-haired one. And then it would be the one with the bow. I don't remember their names. I've yet to have an Oshi. What do you mean? Aren't I your Oshi? No, I'm just kidding. DDLC definitely has some good options. It does. They're all really cute, but I mean, they're all, I guess, designed to be sort of like generic anime girls. Like just very stereotypical. So none of them really appeal to me as much as Monica, who I think seems like kind of unique. I take it back. I forgot Sandy Cheeks is from Texas. What? Come on, man. I mean, I get it. I get your feelings on Texas. They may have wanted to secede from the Union at one point in time, but they didn't. That's all that matters. Monica go burr. Yes. I still need to play the second Doki Doki Literature Club game. I might actually play it on stream someday, eventually. But I heard that it, like, doxes you. So I'm gonna have to be very careful about that, because I don't want to get doxed on stream. that would be less than ideal. You feel me? That would not be the best thing to have happen. Not by a long shot. I also need to fill out my anime list, because I've watched like a shit ton of anime. Though, to be honest, it's kind of funny, but like my peak anime watching days were probably when I was like super duper young. Like, partially because I had way lower standards and I would watch just about anything. So I ended up finishing like a lot of shows. But one of the good things about the experience of watching a ton of garbage trash shows is that you're more easily able to appreciate the shows that are actually good. I was born in Texas, boy. I got that cowboy in me. Hell yeah. Come on. How can you not like Texas, but you say meowdy and meowdy? That's not fair. They invented that. They're the original cowboys. DDLC Plus doxes people, huh? I don't know if it does. That's just the rumor that I heard, and like, it's something I would want to research before playing it. Because, you know, that would not be good. No. Don't want that. I think what it does is it says like the name of your PC or something. I think that's what it was. But I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a DDLC expert, clearly, because I've only played the first game. I haven't played the other ones. Sus dus mogus. Yes. One thing I really wish would happen is that Town of Salem would become like the new Among Us. Because Among Us was relatively unknown for a long period of time until like streamers made it popular. But I feel like Town of Salem is like way more fun in every other way, other than the fact that you can't walk around the map. But I feel like there's a lot more you can do in Town of Salem. And that like the different roles make it a lot more fun. Wait, I thought DDLC just says your PC name to scare you. Yeah, that's what I mean. It actually orders pizza to your house and shows the receipt on the screen. No! Wait, actually, could that be worth it? Did you know that Sus Amogus has actual official toys now? Ho ho ho, is that so? Yeah, but Town of Salem takes a lot longer to learn and looks way uglier. That's true. Town of Salem does look ugly. It does look kind of ugly. But you know what? It's about what's on the inside that counts, right? I mean, especially with video games. Especially with video games. All you know is that if you stream live, Doki Doki Monica knows and jump scares you. Yeah, I know about that. Because I've seen that before. Not just kind of ugly. No, I mean, it's not that ugly. It sort of looks like, you know those Fisher-Price 2007 Newgrounds looking ass game? But is that really that bad? I mean, it sort of looks like those Fisher-Price like little toys that you probably used to play with. And they made official Among Us Nendroids now. I think I saw that. I should have gotten them. The thing is like, I've been wanting to buy more figurines, but I haven't. Because I don't have that much room in my room anymore. It's already like flooding with figures. I don't have enough room for most of them. I mean, I can always make like some room. I could probably put up like a few figurines, but you know, my official figurine drawer place, whatever, cabinet where I keep all my figures, it's pretty much filled to the brim. Like, there's not much more space. And the thing is, too, is it's like, maybe I could fit in more, but then it would be covering up, like, the other figures, and that would be too much of a tragedy. Yes. You grew up with those? You think those are called curio cabinets? Yeah, maybe. That might be what it's called. Also, hello, Tortuga. Hello, hello, welcome. Meowdy, how are you? Yeah, but about Town of Salem, I've been playing it more again, and I've been thinking, do you think I should go back to streaming Town of Salem again? Because it's been a while since I've streamed it. But, you know, as a master tier Town of Salem player, I have some pretty decent commentary on it. Yeah. The only, I think, downside of streaming Town of Salem is that you can't really interact with chat quite as often. Because Town of Salem involves so much reading. Like, playing Town of Salem is like reading every single chat of a HoloLive member stream. Because they're gonna have, like, their chat going a million miles an hour. The only thing about Town of Salem, though, that makes it even worse is that there's actual, like, content that they're saying. It's not just, like, spamming emojis, you know? So that's the one downside, I think, of maybe streaming Town of Salem, is I wouldn't be able to talk with you guys quite as much. I would be a little bit more focused on the game, and of course, like, narrating my thoughts and feelings and my strategies and stuff, which I think would be pretty interesting. But I know that a lot of people really like the chat interaction, so maybe I'll try doing a few Town of Salem streams once again and see how it goes. Also, yes, the turtle is very cute. I do like it quite a bit. Yes. Do you like turtles, though, or tortoises more? I feel like turtles usually are a little bit cuter. Like, specifically, sea turtles are probably, like, the cutest ones. Oh, other than, like, those super tiny turtles. But the thing about those is that they're super naughty. I mean, I'll, like, put my finger up against the glass. Maybe that's my fault for doing that. But, like, I'll put my finger up against the glass, and then they'll start biting at it. I mean, they can't bite me because I have the glass to separate me, but that's pretty naughty if you ask me. It's not right. How could they do that? Everybody just wants a piece of me, you know? Turtles included. Yeah. You like sea turtles? Yeah. I mean, I like pretty much not all animals, but I like turtles, I like tortoises. Speaking of which, though, are turtles reptiles? Or are they amphibians or something else? What are they? Because I was just thinking, I wasn't totally sure. Because I feel like they're different from most reptiles and amphibians. Let's see. They're reptiles of the order of Chelone or Testudines. That's interesting. I wonder, I mean, maybe it's just me, but, like, turtles seem to be nicer in a way. I don't know, they seem to be nicer than, like, other reptiles. I don't really trust other reptiles quite as much. I feel like they just want food and, like, that's all they care about. But maybe turtles are the same way. Maybe the turtles just tricked me because they were so cute. I thought that they were different from the regular reptiles. But be careful about the huge ones. They are savage if you mess with them. I believe that. But at least you can outrun them. Probably. You can most likely outrun any angry turtle or tortoise. Yeah, I've pet a huge tortoise before. It was pretty much how you would expect it to be. You know, it's a hard shell. Yeah. It's not that crazy of an experience, but it's still pretty cool. It was a huge tortoise too. Like really, really big. Ah, so tortoise and turtles are both reptiles. I mean, that shouldn't be really that surprising to me, but I don't know, they seem like they were just built different, you feel me? They seem to be different than the typical one. They're still cute though, even if they are reptiles. And I do like reptiles too. I just don't trust them as much as mammals, because I feel like they don't really show affection in the same way. I don't know if they genuinely like being around you, or if they just associate you with food, and so that's why they're happy to see you, is because you're gonna give them food. I mean, obviously, like, all animals and all creatures are gonna have those sort of associations, but I'm just not sure with the reptiles. Don't trust them. You've seen a bunch of stupid meat hunters get bitten by them, and man, they never let go. Good. Yes, bite the hunters. Bite them. Yeah, for me, I never really understood why some people were, like, obsessed with hunting. Like, I can understand, you know, like, shooting could be a lot of fun, but I feel like just go to a shooting range if you're gonna do that. Like, it just seems sort of mean-spirited to go out hunting for an animal if you aren't even gonna eat it. You know? Like, that's sort of a nasty sport, you know? Because it's not really a sport if the other party can't even agree to it, you know? It's like, you might be having fun, but the creature certainly isn't. And, you know, I'm not a vegan or anything, so it's not as though I'm gonna be like, eating meat is bad. But Poneko, we the cats are hunters. That is true, but that's different. That's hunting for survival, not for fun. Yeah. Also, hello, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. The only turtle you've ever seen tried to eat your shirt. Ho ho ho. Delicious. You hunt for food. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is it's like, if somebody's hunting for food, then it makes sense if they're at least going to eat it. But if you're doing it for fun, that's kind of nasty. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. You know, Poneko is judging. Yeah. Sort of similar with fishing, but with fishing you can usually throw them back in, if I'm correct. But yeah. What about hunting humans? We'll see. That's something I like to call murder. It's even worse. Yep. I don't like it. It's always wild to me though when I speak with people and they're like, oh, I wouldn't want to have laboratory grown meat. Like, if I had the option to have meat that didn't come from an animal versus it came from an animal, and obviously they were at the same price, I would choose the one that, like, didn't require for an animal to die. if I had that option, you know? Like, I understand that creating something like that is probably not gonna be sustainable and possible right now with our current technology, but you know, I would still rather have the one that didn't have to die if I have the choice. Also, hello, Krook. I am doing well. I'm crooking well today. Yes, yes. Lucas, are you human? Sometimes I ask myself that same question. But I'm a cat girl, and I've already gone into that. Maggot meat. No! No! I don't want maggot meat. That sounds gross. It might be protein, but it's still nasty. Ugh. Yeah, I remember there were some people that were, like, upset about the potential of, like, using insects for food. Like, I understand if you don't want to eat an insect. I don't really want to either. I mean, I kind of want to try it someday, just to, like, see if it was good. Maybe, like, a grasshopper or something. But if you don't even taste it and it's, like, ground up, like, into protein powder, I don't see what the problem is. You know? I don't see what the problem is if you aren't gonna taste it, you know? If it's just ground up protein, doesn't taste like anything. Sort of like, what's that one thing? Collagen. Except for collagen kind of does taste when you mix it in your drinks. Is it wrong to wonder what cooked human meat would taste like? I don't think it's wrong to, like, think about it, but it's probably bad to act on it. Though I have heard, you know, not through my own experience, of course. Even though I am a cat girl, eating a human would probably be considered cannibalism, so probably shouldn't do that. Even though it would be considered cannibalism. But I have heard that tastes like chicken. That's what I've heard. You've seen people eat scorpion popsicles in real life. I've seen those scorpion popsicles in real life. I don't know if... I feel like they'd be kind of bad. Probably bad is that wink wink moment. Absolutely not! No. It's not. I'm gonna take another swig of my drink. I'm having some water heated up with honey. Yes. Because as you guys probably know, I have been having some problems with a little cold I've been getting over recently. And I think that it's pretty much almost done. I think it's almost run its course. So I haven't been like coughing quite as much recently. Still a little bit, but you know. Does Poneko taste like chicken? I don't know. Don't try and find out though, or else you'll have to face my claws. You know, and as you can see, I have quite long talons. See? Yes, do not mess with the Poneko or you will regret it. I promise you, my bark is not worse than my bite. I will scratch and claw my way out of any trouble. Yeah. You wouldn't like to do anything like that, but does it ever hit you if you see a horror movie or cannibalism and that hits you? Like, how would it taste human? Yeah, it does, but honestly, I feel like even if you were to eat a human, it would probably taste kind of like garbage. I mean, you gotta think, like, what sort of food are most humans eating every day? Like, most people just eat garbage, so they're probably gonna taste bad anyways, right? Poneko tastes like radiation. Exactly. I might not be technically poisonous, but they're basically the same thing in this case. Like, you don't want to eat straight up uranium. I promise. Nibbles on Poneko. Johnny, no! Bad cut. Bad. Very, very sour. I probably would taste sour. I mean, look at me. And look at my background. I feel like it'd be like, if someone were to lick me, it would probably be like licking an atomic warhead. You know? But probably even more sour. Taste, you mean like not taste human? I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. I remember there was some guy who had like a meat stand where it was like mystery meat, and he would sell like humans to other people. It was pretty wild stuff. Johnny, you'll grow tentacles out of your face. Exactly. You'll become some sort of weird looking monster. Some sort of Sai-no-Uta looking ass. Speaking of food, you took your friends to Dairy Queen yesterday. They didn't take my order, so they gave me a free apology. Coupons on the side. Still got your food. Oh, nice-oo. Nice-oo. I've still never been to Dairy Queen. I kind of want to try it. I like watching the videos of this one person who has like a Dairy Queen franchise. She makes like ice cream cakes and stuff, and she decorates them. I don't really watch her that often, but it's something that I often see when I get stuck in like YouTube Shorts hell, you know? Like when I'm in YouTube Shorts hell, it's a lot of times like cakes getting frosted or cakes just being made in general. And I definitely do prefer those sort of YouTube shorts over the like shitty TikTok reposts and other weird things, but yeah, I kind of do enjoy those a bit. Yeah. No, I was saying I meant to say what would taste like because I messed up on that last sentence. And the coupons were made in 2001 from America, and you're Canadian? Do the coupons still work? Are you sure that they'll be valid? I don't know. What would it taste like? Dang my typos. Somebody's using their phone right now. Somebody has autocorrect on or some shit. Canada? You mean Snow, Mexico? True. Not really though. But maybe a little bit. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. I've been drinking a lot of water, so I'm going to go use the restroom. I will be back in 1 minute, so do not leave. Stay right there, or else Cannibal Poneko will come after you, and you don't want that. I'll be back in a bit. Somebody using bad words in the chat? Do I need to bite some people? Trust me. I might have a cute looking mouth, but I have sharp teeth, see? You don't want to be bitten by me. And I might have to bring out the claws and the teeth if you keep on doing that naughty stuff. No. Oiled up muscle, dude. What was the conversation turned to while I was gone? Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, Ami. Thank you. Bite me. No. I only bite if provoked. I don't bite on request, alright? Oh crap, she's back. Scatter. Yeah, you better scatter. You better run. you better run or else you'll be in big trouble. Yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about? Cannibalism, I think. Yeah. I think it's kind of scary because there are like a lot of serial killers that haven't been caught yet. I think like 40% of all serial killers, it's estimated, haven't been caught. It's 40% or 60%. I'm not sure. I think it's 40% though. And it's like, I wonder if they're still be killing, or if they just got tired of it and stopped. Because I know like the 60s and the 70s were like peak serial killer times, you know? It does kind of make me wonder, like, I wonder if like the modern day serial killer is sort of like those mass shooters, or if it's like a different thing. I feel like it's probably different. But it definitely seems like while mass shootings seem to be up, like serial killer rates seem to be down, but I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. That is 40% too high. I agree. that is not wrong. It's kind of funny, actually. Apparently one of my dad's friends, it's like a rumor, so I don't know if it's true. Apparently one of my dad's friends was babysitted by the girlfriend of the, I think it was the Candlelight Killer or something. Let me look it up. It was like the Candlelight or like the Twilight Killer. One of the two. Candlelight Killer. So, no, it looks like that's not even, or maybe that is a real thing? I don't know. It was something like that. That was a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. I don't know. But if it is true, that's kind of scary. Or maybe it's like the Guitar Night Killer. I don't know. It was some sort of serial killer. Apparently he would like play the guitar. It's kind of scary. Spooky stuff. Yeah, it is weird though. Especially like children serial killers. Like you hear about those messed up kids. I feel like there seems to be less child serial killers though. Like it seems like there were quite a bit of them in like the early 1900s. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though. You got an alert 2 days ago about kidnapping near your house, but it got called off. Ooh, that's pretty scary. that is pretty nerve-wracking. It is wild though, like I sometimes think, have I ever like walked past a serial killer and I just don't know it? You know, especially if you're like driving in the car and stuff. Like you've probably passed by thousands and thousands of people. How many of them are like murderers? How many of them are serial killers? Are any of them? I'm currently flabbergasted because Poneko just got back and we're talking about serial killers now. I mean, I feel like cannibalism and like serial killers sort of go hand in hand a bit, you know? Like, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like a lot of the cannibal stuff are done by serial killers. Like, usually it's not some first-time offender, like, oh yeah, the first time I ever killed somebody, I ate them. Like, seems like they're veterans at this. You know, they've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. Oh god. So it reminds me of Town of Salem though. You know, if you guys play Town of Salem, there are serial killers in there too. There was a gang of kids that showed up to a public park during the day and they just started stabbing each other. That's really scary. Jeez. Yeah, I remember hearing about certain moral panics about Slender Man and also about a Doki Doki Literature Club, where there were like two or so like different incidents of like some kid killing another kid and being like, Slender Man, I was trying to summon Slender Man, or something about like Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure a few serial killers ate people before. I mean, I'm positive that they have done that before. Dang, Snow Mexico is dangerous. Maybe. Also, hello, Popico. Welcome. Oh yeah, the Slenderman story. Yeah, that was everywhere for a period of time. Like, that was, I think, one of the probably big things that was sort of getting people to be like, video games are bad for children. I know that has been going on for a long time, but I think that was one of the things that really, like, got it going. There's also something with like a guy that killed somebody because they said that they liked playing GTA and they wanted to see what it was gonna be like in real life. I think that's what happened. Yeah. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. You remember that story? I feel like everybody does. I feel like you can't escape that story. Yeah. Well, you live in a more city-like part of Canada, and it was more like in a peaceful neighborhood. Yeah. I don't think that that's ever happened to me, but there was one guy who went to my high school that killed somebody. I feel like probably every high school has had like at least a few murderers though. Farming games are bad for kids. That's true. What if they want to pursue jobs in agriculture and not other jobs? That would be very bad. I mean, actually there is like a farming shortage, so maybe it would actually be a good thing. I remember for a while I was kind of interested in like agricultural science. I was like, oh, what if I became a farmer? Yeah, that never happened though. I would probably be bad at that. My main reason for like even considering it in the first place though was just because I liked animals, and it would be like a good reason to have a bunch of animals around. You feel me? Boomers, video games cause violence, so me. So what did video games, did Genghis Khan, Stalin, and Mao play to murder millions? True. The Crusades were fought over video games, don't you know? Only a few kids probably died and the rest were sent to the hospital, like 5 versus 5. Damn, it was a League of Legends in real life. That's where they learned it from, was League of Legends. 5 versus 5, baby. God, that is scary though. I remember there was like a time. Oh, okay, wait. So I learned about this in one of my college classes. Yes, because I went to college. I'm a very smart pomodachi. But apparently crime and stuff for like juveniles went up like a ton when schooling became mandated, or I think it was around in the 50s or 40s. It was sometime in then, because kids were like a lot less busy working, so they were able to like engage in more deviant behaviors. But I don't know if that's totally 100% true. Genghis Khan was the first tryhard. I mean, honestly, you know, don't cancel me for this, but like for real, Genghis Khan is my favorite historical figure. I don't know. I think it's really an underdog story. You feel me? Like this guy from a poor tribe or tribal area, really small place, was able to like conquer more land than any other empire. I mean, that's pretty badass. That's pretty cool. I mean, I obviously, like, I feel bad about the people that died or whatever, but like, come on, man, that was like 2,000, no, it wasn't 2,000, it was like 1,000 years ago or something. Cancels Poneko, you have no power here. Also, hello, Nefer. Yeah, like, I don't know, I think it's kind of neat. It's cool. I want to play as Mongolia someday in Civ. That would be pretty fun. I actually need to do more, like 4X style streams, because those are pretty fun. Yeah. Crusader Kings is one of my favorites right now. I played it for a while recently, but haven't played it quite as much recently. Yeah. Yeah, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great. Those are some of the best ones, I think. Coolest guys in history. I mean, he was able to conquer from the Korean Peninsula to Egypt and Hungary as an efficient killing machine. Genghis Khan was the first final boss. For real, though. For real. Yeah, like, how did he do it, man? He was cracked out of his mind. he was kind of crazy. Kind of nutty with it. Yeah. I wish I could be a conqueror of the world. Maybe someday. Maybe with my Pomodachi's help. It'll happen. Yeah, I do feel like it's always good to sometimes look at it for what it was back then. And, you know, conquering and conquest and stuff was pretty present in every single culture, you know? It wasn't like, there weren't really any pacifist places back then. Or none that I really know of. Or probably the pacifist ones just frickin' died, you know? It was tough back then. Declare the Crusades, Poneko. I will, Johnny Cat. Not yet, though. But sometime. Sometime soon. You know, I gotta make sure that all my rations are there. You know, the art of war. You feel me? Gotta strike at the right time. The right place and the right time. So I will bide my time until the moment is right. And then strike with everything I have. Yeah. I do want to do a, like a Crusades stream sometime. Oh hey, remember when Moses used a Beyblade to rip the Red Sea? I sure do. It's real Beyblade lore. Did that happen? Alexander the Great was the main antagonist of the sequel. I do think his boss was more fun than Genghis Khan, though. Have you read The Art of War? I have not. I mean, I know some of the, like, famous quotes of it, but I have not read The Art of War. I've heard of it, but I haven't read it. It would maybe be kind of fun, but it'd probably be pretty useful. But the most iconic historical final boss was Idol. Yeah, don't finish that sentence. We all know what you're talking about, though. Definitely, the most villainous final boss of history. That's for sure. In Beyblade Metal Fusion, the villain goes on Reddit speech about the power of bays. Here's a joke for you. How does Moses make coffee? I don't know, Johnny Cat. How does Moses make coffee? He brews it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. I don't mind it. I was thinking it was gonna be something about, like, splitting something or whatever. But that makes sense. That's pretty good. Pretty good pun. I do appreciate a good pun here and there. Oh, you guys are clapping in the chat. They liked it, Johnny Cat. They liked your joke. It was pretty good. Oh yeah, earlier I was talking about my anime list. I need to get that all filled out. I wish it was, like, a little bit easier to go back and look at, like, past seasons, though. Because I must have watched, like, I feel like I have to have watched over 200 different anime. I don't even, like, remember the names of most of them, though. Told ya I had puns. Poneko is my favorite VTuber. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. That's true, he did say that. He did say that, and you have no way of proving that I didn't. Okay, that was a good one. Yes, he also said, forfeit all of your mortal possessions to Poneko. A wise person would follow his advice. Yeah, I've read a lot of manga as well. And I do kind of want to get more into that again. But I'm just pretty picky about the sort of things that I read. I feel like in a lot of ways I'm less picky about manga, but like I like reading more fucked up manga than I do anime. Like, I hate lewd shit in anime, but in manga I don't mind it quite as much. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm more willing to like read like ecchi or whatever, or maybe even harem manga. But when it comes to anime, like, I cannot. I think maybe it's just like, it's not really worth the time quite as much when it comes to anime, because you have to watch it all the way through, you know? But with manga, if you just like speed read it, it doesn't take quite as long. Can confirm I was there when he said, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. See? I have a witness. What? The instigator of World War II was never even fought in game. He died in a cutscene. It was the super scientist that was the final boss of that game. Stay strapped or get clapped. Sun Tzu. Exactly. Like, hey, how many figures am I holding up? Looks like 5. Looks like 5. Unless I can't count, correct? Unless I didn't know how to count. Yeah. People in town of Salem could get better at that too. Counting. What are you gonna do? Punish me? He's here all day, folks. Our certified pun artist in the chat. So I was drinking a little bit more water. Excuse me, sir, let me pass. What are you guys doing? Guys are so silly. Yeah. I have some new shows that I want to watch. Not like new necessarily in the sense that like they just came out, but I want to watch Made in Abyss. Do you guys know if that's any good? I feel like I would like it because I always liked kind of fucked up weird anime, and I think that I would like it. I think I would. I also want to watch Kantagari, I think that's what it's called. It's a dumb Japanese joke from JoJo's Part 7. Oh. No spoilers though. No spoilers, okay? I'm still watching Part 6. I haven't finished it. Part 6 is the one with Jolene, right? I'm trying to remember. Should be doing my counting right about now. Yeah, that is Stone Ocean, I just checked. Okay, I'm right. I do want to read JoJo, but like, the anime's just so good. I don't want to spoil myself. I don't want to spoil the anime for me. Because, I mean, I'm sure that the manga is quite good too, but I don't know. I do get, like, it takes a pretty long time for the new ones to come out. Maybe I will just read it. I don't know. You've heard a lot of good things about Made in Abyss. I used to have a friend who was, like, obsessed with the main character from Made in Abyss. Or I don't know if it was the main character, but it was, like, Ozen. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, he was obsessed. He was, like, down bad for her. It's kind of weird. He actually wasn't really a friend. He was more just, like, a person that I knew. Kind of weird guy. If you guys remember the Mude bot, do you guys know the Mude bot? In Discord? It was basically, you would collect waifus and husbandos and stuff in your Discord, and then you would own them. And basically, some person got a waifu that he wanted, and because he owned the server, he was able to do this. He just, like, reset that person's entire, collection. So, like, they just lost it. So unfair. He was annoying. Maybe Ozen, the character, will be annoying, too. I think that's her name. Ozen? Oh, look it up. Ozen, Made in Abyss. That is the character. Yeah. He was like a mega edgelord. He was annoying. No waifu, no waifu. True. I've sort of like gone throughout the years like having different waifus. Even though I don't consider them to be waifus in like the truest sense. Like different favorite female characters. More like, well, kind of waifus in a way, you know? I feel like my first ever person I could maybe consider to be a waifu would probably actually be Hanyu from Higurashi. Let me get a picture of her if you haven't seen her before. I was like, probably 5th or 4th grade? Probably too young to be watching Higurashi, to be honest with you. But I really liked Hanyu a lot. I liked Hanyu. I still like Hanyu to this day. I mean, look at those horns. I thought that those horns were like the most iconic thing in the world. I still think that they are to this day. I made an original character with like similar horns and everything. She was the original waifu for me, probably. Do you guys have like a first waifu? Popuko best waifu, not me. Somebody in the chat says Popuko was their favorite waifu. Popuko, you have a secret admirer. You don't care what anyone says, Vegeta is the greatest tsundere to ever grace this earth. Also, he's technically the most powerful tsundere ever. Is he? I don't know. I feel like Kagami from Lucky Star might be the most powerful tsundere. At least she's probably my favorite tsundere. Yeah, Kagami and Hanyu. Seems like a fair amount of the characters that I've stanned over the years have either like purple, pink, or blue hair. Wonder if that means something about me. I mean, I would like more green-haired characters if there were just more of them. Like, holy shit. They're like no green-haired anime girls. It's not fair. It's not right. It really depends on the tsundere for me. That's fair. I think for me, I like classic tsunderes, like the ones that are like very overt. But I also get how they can be kind of obnoxious too. I think male tsunderes are really fun though. Like, when it comes to romance anime, because I don't like to self-insert in romance anime because I think that's kind of weird. I just kind of like watching it for fun. To be honest though, I don't really watch any romance anime. But when it comes to like kid characters like having a romance, there's something about that I just think is like so cute. Where if I'm gonna watch a romance anime, it's probably gonna be like a kid's romance anime. Like with kids. With each other, of course. I don't know, I think like for Spy Family, Anya and Damien is just so cute. It just warms my heart. I just like it. It's cute. It makes me happy. You feel me? You would explain, but that would spoil the manga, so you will be left into the dark as to why. That is something I am willing to accept. Oh, you got one? Noah Brown from Action Taimanin. Isn't Taimanin like some yabai show? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, I'm right. I just googled it. I knew that was something bad. Yes, if there are any underage people in the chat, do not Google the anime that he's talking about, because that will be bad. I will not. Kids, if you're watching this right now, you shouldn't have watched this. No, I'm just kidding. Just don't look it up. Well, yes, but they made a game that actually removes the bad stuff. For real? Wait, but if there's a hentai game and they remove all the hentai, what game is left? what game is left? And it's free? That's kind of cool. Too late. Popico, no! No! Popico, don't do it! Action Taimanin. I looked it up on Steam. Oh wow, it is free. Huh. It still has like, yabai tags though. It's a hack and slash RPG. I actually didn't even know that. I thought it was just a hentai game. I thought it was just like a purely hentai game. What the heck? The characters are pretty cool looking. Huh. The reviews on Steam are pretty much just like not screenshots, like those things where they make it look like a person or a butt out of text. That's pretty much all the reviews. The game still has jiggle physics though, which is perfect. Huh, I see. Yeah, for me, I don't like H games, but it's more like if there are like H parts in games, I tolerate them. Though there are some exceptions to this rule if like the game itself is like super funny and silly. Like, if you ever played Artificial Academy, it is the silliest game. It's like The Sims, but hentai. I mean, other than you can't like build stuff. I don't know, Artificial Academy just like seems hilarious to me. And there was this YouTuber who used to make like Artificial Academy videos every month or something. I think his name was what was it again? Started with a V, I think. But his videos were really funny, and I always liked watching them because he would make up like these stupid stories with like these Artificial Academy characters who are pretty much like just characters that you can customize and make, and they're like they'll get into like relationships with each other, and then sometimes if they're like yandere or crazy, they'll like kill people. It's kind of wild. It's fun though. It's pretty fun. I would like maybe play it on stream if it wasn't so yabai. Probably not though. You'll just have to look it up yourself. Also, hello Pablo, welcome. Ah yes, the stream or the Steam Giga Chat reviews. Yes. Honestly though, I hate a lot of Steam reviews. Because it's like, I'll actually be looking for somebody who reviews games, and every single game that they review is like recommended. It's like, I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. Like, when somebody pretty much reviews everything as being recommended or everything as being awesome, there's no line, you know? It's like, if everything is good, then nothing is actually good. Because to be good, you have to be better than something else, right? Why is it on the crappy games wiki? I don't know, because people are dumb. It's a funny game. It's like, if somebody wanted to play like a hentai game, but they wanted it to be like silly and funny, this would be the one to play. Is Artificial Academy 2. It's actually Artificial Academy 2, not Artificial Academy 1. Artificial Academy 2 is the silly one. Cause it's funny, like, you get to see all the characters like interact with each other, and you'll have like an enemy and stuff. And you get to make the cast with like your own characters. So you could theoretically make a cast of like you and your entire group. Wait, why are you talking about okay? Somebody brought up something in the chat, and it just reminded me of Artificial Academy 2. But yeah, don't look it up if you're underage. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I still prefer to play games that do not have any lewd content in them. I wish in Artificial Academy the characters would just like kiss or something. Or hold hands. That'd be crazy. It's my bad, I'll change the subject. Man, speaking of Artificial Academy 2, Koikatsu is so much worse. Yeah, I've heard that Koikatsu is like Artificial Academy, but like lame. It's like you don't even have to do any work to fuck the girls. That's what I've heard. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? It's not about... Okay, So this is how I feel about like dating sims and things of that nature. It's not about getting to be with the character in the end. It's about the journey, you know? It's about like figuring out what the right thing to say or do was, you know? That's what it's really about. Okay? At least for me. That's the fun part. Is like, what would this anime girl like for me to say to them? When playing like a Katawa Shoujo or something, it's like, how do I strategize this? what would she like? You know? Oh, you can't find it on Steam? Don't worry about it, Cooler Soup. Don't worry about it. How about the Cyberpunk Edge Runners? I have not watched that yet, unfortunately. Yeah. What was the last anime I watched? I'm trying to remember now. Probably Psyche K. It's not the most recent, like, show that I finished. I just, like, watched an episode that I've already watched recently. Psyche K always makes me laugh. Probably Shadow House. Yeah. Shadow House is, like, the most recent new anime that I've been watching. It is really good. I do recommend it. The thing about Shadow House is while certain parts of it are kind of predictable, like where the story is going is kind of predictable at times, the concept itself is just so unique, and the characters themselves are just like so sweet and fun to watch that you don't really mind it. You know? Good anime, yada yada. True. I do like JoJo. The anime, not the manga. Not to say that I dislike the manga. I just haven't read it. Please understand. Psyche K was unexpectedly good. For real, Psyche K is like one of my favorite comedy animes. That's the whole thing, is it's like, when I'm watching anime, I want to watch something that's like funny, has an interesting storyline, yeah, or it's just entertaining. And when it comes to like harem and ecchi shows, they're usually just like garbage. They aren't usually very funny, and they aren't usually that entertaining. So it's like, why would I watch them when I could just like rewatch something that's actually good, like Psyche K or One Punch Man. Speaking of JoJo, I have questions for the old series unless people in the chat haven't seen JoJo's. I'll allow it. You may speak about the old series of JoJo. Only because I've watched them. Just probably don't spoil too much. No like saying who dies or whatever. Because that happened to me once. It was such a bullshit too. I was watching a clip of I think it was Bruno. I was watching a clip of Bruno in JoJo Part 5, and basically in the comment section it revealed everybody who dies in Part 6. It's like, come on, man. Like, why are you posting spoilers for like a future JoJo series? So annoying. Have you seen Blend S or Toradora? I've seen Toradora. I'm not interested in Blend S, like, at all, though. It just looks boring, to be honest. It doesn't... Like, I think that the opening is iconic. You know, it's like, smile, sweet, sister, sadistic, surprise, sorries. But the show just looks like it'd be boring. Maybe it isn't. It just looks like it'd be boring. Toradora was pretty fun, though. Wait, what? Part 5 spoils Part 6? No, it doesn't. It was like some asshole in the YouTube comments spoiling it. That's all. Speaking of harem, Danmachi wasn't supposed to have a harem or much romance in it. The author's editor wanted it to be a much easier sell. Yeah, fuck Danmachi. Fuck Danmachi, man. I hate Danmachi. I've watched like a few episodes here and there of it. Danmachi just seems like fucking garbage. Like, I hate Sword Art Online, but I hate Danmachi more. I hate Hestia's design. It is the most ugliest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The only good thing about Hestia's design is her color scheme. So freaking hideous. Like, I'm not even saying it like, oh, because she has big boobs. Like, no. It's just ugly. It's just ugly in my opinion. Danmachi -1 out of 10. Yes. We hate Danmachi. We hate isekai. This is Hestia's design. The thing I hate about it is it was purely made to just get every single audience to like it. It's like a not like it, but like it combined every single like Coomer thing possible. They're like, okay, we need to make her show her feet for the feet people. And then we gotta make her like kind of short so that like the lolly people like her. And then we gotta give her big tits so that like, I don't know, the titty MILF people like her. And it just looks ugly. Like, what is this jagged stuff and then this like slim or this straight line here? Like, for me, Hestia's design actually wouldn't be so bad if it like had the jagged parts at the bottom of the skirt, but it just doesn't fit. It just looks bad, man. It just looks ugly. It's great though. It's an amazing story. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Like, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem very good. From what I've seen, it does not seem very good. Like, I watched part of season 2 because a friend of mine was streaming it, and I was flabbergasted because with the amount of money that this show should have been making from like all of the fucking Hestia merch that they sell, that they couldn't even make the lizard characters lip sync. They didn't even lip sync. They would literally, the way that the anthropomorphic characters in the show would talk is just with their mouth either open or closed. They would not animate the lip syncing. I could not believe it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this show? Like, holy shit! If you guys are gonna like cash cow so much, why don't you at least make the characters lip sync? I personally cannot stand the style of the show. To be fair, it wouldn't be one of the most selling light novels though. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just talking about the anime. Because in the anime, the characters wouldn't even lip sync. Her drones are so fake that we can't even see it. Exactly, Sarah! It's just fake drip. Fake as fuck. Yeah, I also don't like the design of the, I don't remember her name, the night girl. She has blonde hair. And her armor is like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. Let me get a picture of her. I'll show you guys in the chat. Is her name Haru? No, it's not. That's the fox. I feel like season 2 of Danmachi had better designs than season 1 though. Like, the girls in season 1 were just ugly. I'm trying to get a photo of it. What was her name? Does anybody in the chat know what her name was? It's Ice? Okay. Yeah, like... Okay, so... I don't mind Impractical Armor that much. I really don't. I'm not like a huge stickler, like, oh my god, there are no titties allowed in armor. I'm not. But... Why is one side of the armor up and the other's down? Like, I could take Impractical Armor to a point. I could take it to a point, but this is just absurd. Like, if you're gonna cover one side of the boob, why not cover the other one? Why? Oh my god, that armor is horrible. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the worst offender. Because it's like, if armor is unpractical, and it looks good, that's fine. This looks bad and it's unpractical. So that armor is fan service. Why would you only cover one booba? Exactly! Like, I know the armor is fan service, yeah. It's fan service, but it's like, I think she would be just as sexy with both boobs covered, right? I mean, like, I'm not a guy, but do guys find that sexy, having just the one boob be exposed from the Under Armour? Like, at that point, you might as well just have both boobs be exposed. Just you know, just take off the armor, put her in a bikini, and call it a day. At that point, just take off the armor. If that's what you're gonna do. You've seen Skyrim mods with better fan service armor. I could say for all guys that we want honesty. Exactly. You guys won't be tricked by the Don Machi sluts. all that talk about Don Machi has got me thirsty. We'll take whatever boob we can get. Take the covered or uncovered boob armor. You know, the one thing about Don Machi is at least it's not Sword Art Online. At least it's not Sword Art Online. Yeah. It was funny because I think I've talked about this before, but I watched the first season of Sword Art Online, and whenever I talk with friends and I complain about Sword Art Online, they say that Sword Art Online Season 1 was the best season. Like, damn, it gets worse. I only watched the first season, it was already bad. Like, at least the characters look cute in Sword Art Online. I feel like in Don Machi the girls are ugly, but in Sword Art Online the girls are cute. So, yeah. The funny thing is the armor breaks so easily instead of her bones. Damn, really? Honestly, I prefer, like, actual armor where the booba part is just a spike. Yes! Give her cone titties! That would be much better. I would prefer the cone titty armor. That'd be kind of iconic, too. At the very least, it'd be unique. Cool isekai is an oxymoron. Yeah, for me, like, for a period of time, and even to this day now, still, I prefer, like, gag isekai. Because I feel like isekai is just so stupid and lame. It's usually only good if it's, like, making fun of the genre. But I can only take that to a point. Because there's so many gag isekai now, where it doesn't even really become a gag. That's just, like, the genre now. It's just, like stupid characters going to another world. The camera work, the choices they make, the OP power, the NSFW moments are so dark and ridiculous. It's too much. Yeah. And that's the thing I didn't like about Sword Art Online when I first watched it. Because they would introduce a new girl every episode, and then we never see her again. It's like, Kirito would fully romance, like, some random anime girl, and then she'd just be gone the next episode, and we would never see her again. But she would still be in love with Kirito for some reason. I hated it. God. You've always loved fantasy, so you love it, isekai. That's the thing is, I like fantasy a lot too, but I prefer regular fantasy over isekai. I think that isekai can be done right sometimes, but it's just been done wrong so many times that whenever I hear a show is an isekai, it makes me doubt it, you know? But Poneko, Kirito is just like me! That's true. Power Fantasy games, Power Fantasy anime. I would agree on that. Because, like, with Power Fantasy games, like, you have to actually put in work to become stronger. With Power Fantasy anime, they just are strong because of anime BS. sounds like a playboy to me. But that's the thing. We aren't supposed to think that he's a playboy. We're supposed to think that he's a nice boy. He's not. He's not. It's not right. You wish that Klein was the MC? Who's Klein? Yeah, I don't remember much about him, but he would probably be like a way better main character. I could just like, I mean, look at how much more personality this random side character in Sword Art Online has over Kirito. Oh, never mind. It won't let me show you guys because all the things I'm pulling are WebMPs. God, I hate that file extension. It is the worst. It is the worst possible thing. He was more relatable. I mean, he looks cooler. He looks like he'd actually be funny. Unlike generic, boring Kirito. So this is the side character. They should have made him the main character. I don't even remember who he was, but I like him more already. He started off as a loser and then grew into a Chad. That's character development. Oh my god. You know what's funny though? Oh, speaking of isekai, did you ever watch Grimgar, Fantasy and Ash? I have not. I think my favorite isekai that I've watched are probably Konosuba, the one where the person turned into a spider isekai. I liked that one. Other than the second season. The second season was kind of ass. I also liked, what are the other ones called? I'm looking through, like, a list of isekais to remember them. I thought that The Devil Wasn't Part-Time was just okay. It was kind of overrated. Where are the other ones? Ray Zero was pretty fun. Ray Zero was pretty good. Where are some other ones? I'm looking through. I'm reading them right now, sorry. Oh, Zero no Sakaima, that was an isekai. I haven't watched that so long. I liked it when I was younger, but I don't think it was that good. See, that's something that I would be willing to watch when I was younger, but not willing to watch anymore now. Because I'm older and wiser. Yes. I watched the one about the guy who got transported into an Otome game. And that one was pretty funny. Pretty silly. It says Show by Rock is an isekai. What? Huh? Isekai this, isekai that. I just want to send me to anime girl. True! We do love monster girls in this household. Yes. Monster girls are pretty great. The thing I like most about monster girls is that they can have unnatural skin tones. I think that like red skin on anime girls just looks so good. It really just pops. It's just super duper unique, you know? If you watched Panty and Stocking, you'll know Scanty and Knee Socks both have really beautiful red skin, and it's just such a cool combo. Plus, also the D&D character that I played also had red skin. My favorite ever D&D character named Orchid. She was a red-skinned tiefling. Try and get a photo of Scanty and Knee Socks so you can see them in all their glory. I'm trying to get one that's like not super duper lewd. Where is it? Where is a photo that isn't a WebMP or whatever? I don't even remember the name of the file type. I just know I don't like it. Whee! Okay, whatever. This one? Does this one work? Finally, I got JPEG. This is them. I think it looks good. I like it. I know that there's another VTuber named YoClash or something. I think that's her name. And she has red skin. I don't know anything about her. I just think that she looks really good. Yeah. Trapped in an otome game. Yeah, that one. That one was pretty silly. I just thought it was really funny. And that's what I liked about it. I thought it was a little... My main complaint about it was a little, like, power fantasy-ish, and that was kind of annoying, but it was just really funny. I liked seeing the otome guys get beaten up by him. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, I also liked the isekai where the girl turns into a villainess. It was like I was reincarnated into a villainess, I think is what it was called. I honestly think it probably should have ended on season 1 though, because the next season was like kind of boring. Yeah. Let me get a photo of it. It was the one with Katarina, if you remember her. She was so cute. That one was really fun. Plus she had her forehead. She was a forehead girl, so I liked her. Bakarina, yes! Bakarina! Katarina Kalais, yes! She was so cute. And she was funny. I thought it was funny too how everybody fell in love with her, like the girls and the guys. She was so iconic. Overlord has a great intro theme. I haven't watched Overlord, so I don't know. I believe you though. I think that that what's her name? The girl from Overlord. I think she's very smexy. I don't know anything about her. Oh, Albedo. I think Albedo is very smexy. I don't know if she's nice or anything, but I think she looks cool. She's very pretty. Yes, I appreciate it. I think that I'm going to end the stream around here because while I'm feeling decently better from my cold, I don't think that I've fully recovered, and I want to make sure that I don't exert my voice too much. So I think I'm going to end it right about here. But I had a lot of fun talking with you guys, and I hope to see you again soon on tomorrow. I think starting at what time? What time does my stream start at? Let me check my schedule. Zomboid Season 2 at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So I hope that you guys will come and watch that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be starting a new Zomboid character because my last one got bit. And I'm gonna be trying to survive in the zombie world again. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Yes. I hope that you guys had fun today. I will see you again next time. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. And remember, Pomodachi Pride. Bye bye.